It's time to add a blindfold.
Blindfolded.
That's what I have to do.
You climb the mountain high.
Let's go! All right, buckle up, because the WNBA season is delivering drama faster than a fast break.
And that's the worst part of all this, is the new fans are sucking the life out of the WNBA right now. It's just the truth. You are right. You are right, new fans. There has never been more viewership because of Caitlin Clark. There's never been more attention. They're doing 40 minutes on First Take about Caitlin Clark. They never did that before, as Monica McNutt called out. You're right. But you know what there was in the WNBA last year and the years prior? There was other stories.
And this time, it's a situation that has everyone talking, involving Angel Reese and a laugh that many people are finding seriously strange and possibly disrespectful. We're talking about the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese's team, somehow having the exact same number of wins as the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark's team, and this is happening while Caitlin Clark is sidelined with an injury. And the Fever's offense has reportedly looked completely lost and messy without her on the court.
Playing in the league appreciates so much the growth and the expansion and all of those things. Undoubtedly they do. You gotta wonder, Gary, at some point if they're going, oh my God, we literally can't talk about anything else. And not talk about anything else like
While the Fever struggle and lose games without their biggest star, reports say Angel Reese is out here laughing, seeming to find the whole thing pretty funny. It's like she just opened a joke book, and the first page was the Indiana Fever's current record without Clark.
Which one went in?
3, 2, 1.
Thank you guys.
That was me. I appreciate you.
You're watching WNBA Scoop, and we're breaking down why Angel Reese is reportedly laughing at the Fever's struggles, why this strange situation is highlighting some uncomfortable truths about the WNBA this season, and why, for many people watching, it feels like the league is just ignoring these bizarre optics and the drama surrounding its most talked-about players. Get ready, because this season is turning into something wilder than anyone predicted.
Caitlin Clark, in her decision, I not only respect it, but I wholeheartedly support it. You know, a lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness, she and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was #1.
This whole strange situation with the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese's team, and the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark's team, both having the same low number of wins, is something that just doesn't make sense to a lot of people who follow basketball, especially given the talent levels on the teams.
Since behind the goal. We'll call it the -3. Here we go, Caitlin. Come on. Come on. That'll work.
Wow! People are looking at the standings and saying, there's not a world where that should ever be a thing right now. Meaning it's crazy and looks bad for the Fever, a team expected to be much better because they have Caitlin Clark and other talented players, are winning just as little as the Sky, a team that has had its own problems this season and wasn't expected to win a lot of games.
We appreciate it, Caitlin. Every shot you make is one less that I have to do.
You climb the mountain high.
Who needs to see?
Okay?
So you're going to intentionally miss?
Of course. Goes like this.
Oh.
Time to shine.
All right.
You climb the mountain high.
People are saying, I don't give a damn if Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham are out, meaning even with some players sidelined for Indiana due to injuries, it's still surprising and looks really bad for the Fever that they are winning so few games and are tied in the standings with the Sky, a team many thought they should be winning more games than, even with some players out.
Jackie Robinson of the WNBA will be Caitlin Clark if she stays healthy. There's a group of them that would hope for her to be out. But
why do you say she's going to be the Jackie Robinson of the WNBA?
Well,
it's not like she's the first white girl.
She's not the first white girl, but she's the first white superstar at the levels where she's scoring these, you know, the threes she's shooting. She's like a Steph Curry. She's the first actual superstar that people care. When's the last time we watched like college basketball? If I told you, tell me the greatest college basketball female basketball players.
And in the middle of all this strangeness, with Caitlin Clark sidelined because of a quad injury, and her team, the Fever, reportedly looking lost and confused on offense, like they're having major problems figuring out how to score points smoothly and play together as a team without her setting everything up, Angel Reese is reportedly finding it all pretty funny.
Dude, this might sound crazy. I think I could take Caitlin one-on-one. She is great, but I just feel like I can stop her. I got the length. I can put a hand up. You can go ask her if she wants to play. I think I can do it. Go, Reese! It's not that she's fast, it's like she's quick. It's like it's the twitch thing. And then like her release is just so pure. It went about how I thought it was gonna go. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the WNBA is over in the corner doing PR yoga.
Reports say she's out here laughing, seeming amused by the Fever's struggles and their losses since Caitlin Clark got injured and has been out of the lineup. People are saying the Fever's offense without Clark looks like it has no spacing, no rhythm, just vibes and missed layups, meaning the players aren't spaced out correctly on the court to get good shots. They're not playing together smoothly as a team, and they're just missing a lot of easy shots near the basket. It looks to people watching like they're watching 5 strangers panic in an escape room, meaning the players look confused and don't know what to do on offense when the pressure is on and their main play caller isn't there.
Caitlin Clark might be a demigorgon. I was watching the WNBA, there was nothing on the TV, so I said, why do I just support women? I'm a proud feminist anyways. It was one of the worst things I've ever watched. All I saw was straight bricks. But Caitlin Clark might be a demigorgon. That girl can hoop. I will say, Caitlin Clark, your ass need a new team. The people on your team some trash. And I know you can't even tell them that they're trash, so I might need to talk to your coach. I was watching the last 4 minutes of the game. I know y'all niggas ain't watch it, so I'm gonna explain it to y'all. Caitlin Clark had like 6 open passes.
And Angel Reese, reports say, is reportedly finding this whole situation with the Fever's offensive struggles and losses amusing, like it's premium courtside comedy. Which means it's the best kind of funny because it's happening right in front of her, to her rival's team, and it's making the team with all the hype and the biggest star look bad by losing games they were expected to win.
What I saw walk into the game is what the media don't see. Thousands of kids.
Wearing what, Gil?
Kids. Huh?
What were they
Caitlin
wearing?
Clark jerseys.
Were they Fever jerseys? Were they Iowa jerseys? Were they
wherever she played? It was whatever she played.
And that's what was more impressive to me.
It did that. It wasn't just it was Caitlin in the back.
For her style of play.
But her style of play. But it wasn't what we were. It wasn't adults. Right. It was parents bringing their kids and their friends.
She's reportedly laughing at the fact that without Caitlin Clark, the team that everyone expected to be a top team and win a lot of games because of their big star player is losing games and looks like it's having major problems on the court. People are saying she's reportedly laughing because the Fever team without Clark looks less like a skilled, winning basketball team and more like a group project gone horribly wrong, meaning it's messy, unorganized, and not working together well, like a school project nobody wants to be a part of.
I was gonna call this one the Butler long ball, but Caitlin came up with a better name. Tell them.
The Hinkle Heave.
The Hinkle Heave. Here we go.
Yes!
Bang! Let's go!
And that isn't going to be finished right or on time. People are even bringing up another team, the Dallas Wings, and saying that maybe the Wings are even worse than the Fever right now, which is saying a lot and shows how much they think the Fever are struggling. But the big surprise, and what's reportedly making Angel Reese laugh, is that the Chicago Sky, her own team, and the Dallas Wings have reportedly officially tied the Indiana Fever in wins. This means Angel Reese's team, which wasn't expected to be great at all, is doing just as well in terms of winning games as the team that was supposed to be a top team because they have the biggest star in the league and all the hype. People are saying the Chicago Sky Angel Reese's team are reportedly just one joke off being what one person predicted as a 6-seed team, which is not seen as a good spot for a team and means they weren't expected to be very good this season. But the Indiana Fever, ladies and gentlemen, were expected to be much, much better. They were a team that that people said was so loaded with young talent that you'd think they were forged in a lab with championship DNA, meaning they have a lot of young, skilled players who should be winning championships, and a lot of hype around the team that made people think they would be a top team from the start. And yet, here we are, people are counting a grand total of just 2 wins for the Fever so far this season, which just so happens to be the exact same low number of wins as the Chicago Sky Angel Reese's team. Yes, the Sky. The same team that people are saying is treating Angel Reese like she's just a player on a pinball machine, meaning her coach is moving her around the court a lot, trying to find a place where she plays well and fits in, but it's not really working consistently and she's struggling to find her role. People are pointing out that every time any of these Fever players or coaches were interviewed, especially before the season started and everyone was excited about the team, all they talked about was how the Indiana Fever were going to play a fast-paced basketball style, running up and down the court quickly and scoring a lot of points. But people watching feel like they haven't really seen that happen yet, and the team is struggling to score and win games consistently, especially without Clark making the offense go and creating opportunities for others. Angel Reese, meanwhile, has reportedly had a really chaotic season herself. People are saying it's been so messy and unpredictable, her time on the court might as well be sponsored by medicine you take for motion sickness, because her season has been a wild, up-and-down ride, with strange moments on the court and off. She's reportedly been benched during games, moved to different spots on the court, and put in different lineups like a little kid playing a basketball video game, and just randomly picking players and positions. And even though her own season has been confusing, and maybe not as good as some people expected for a player with so much fame, she's reportedly giggling on the sidelines like she just watched a super funny TV show. Why? Because even with all her own problems on the court, her team, the Chicago Sky, are somehow winning just as many games as the Indiana Fever, the team with the biggest star and all the hype. People are saying, now that my friends is comedy gold. It's funny to them that the team that everyone expected to be a top team because of their star player is winning just as much as the team that was expected to struggle. People are talking about the Sky's coach, Tyler Marsh, and how he might have changed how Angel Reese is playing this year, maybe trying to make her a player who brings the ball up the court more and makes plays from the top instead of just playing near the basket, where she's known for rebounding and scoring close-up. People are saying that people who bet on games might need to change how they bet, because the Sky and the Fever are playing differently than people thought they would. People are joking that Angel Reese is missing her first shot in games so often, they're counting the days, and it's been 6 days in a row where she missed her first shot in the game. People are saying the people who joke about this are diabolical, meaning they're funny in a mean or clever way, for pointing out how often she's missing shots and struggling to score efficiently. People think that with a player like Caitlin Clark, who broke scoring records in college like they were made of glass and stale breadsticks, meaning they were easy to break and didn't put up a fight, the Fever should be winning a lot more games easily. They think the Fever got a golden lottery ticket by drafting her because of her amazing talent and ability to bring excitement. But instead of having a strong offense that wins games easily, people say their offense without Clark looks like people arguing in a group chat. Loud, messy, and not really getting anywhere towards winning the game. People are saying that even though Clark has been scoring a lot and making great passes, her team has still been losing close games, which counts as a loss, not a win that helps the team move up. People are saying, let's not ignore the Caitlyn-sized elephant in the room, meaning everyone knows she's a huge deal, and her injury is important. Yes, she's injured now and not playing, but people are saying that even before she got hurt, let's not pretend the Fever were easily winning games and dominating the league like they were the best team in basketball. People felt they were struggling and losing close games, even with Clark playing. People are saying, yes, they lost close games, and winning close games is a sign of a good team. But a loss is still a loss, not something to feel good about. People who watch the Fever closely say that when they lose, even close games, it shows that the team has problems that were there before and weren't fixed yet. Problems with how the team plays together and finishes games. What makes this whole situation even more confusing, and some say absurd, is that the Indiana Fever are not some new team made up of people who don't know how to play basketball. The Indiana Fever are stacked, meaning they have a lot of very talented players. People are saying they have Caitlin Clark, who can make plays and score a lot, Aaliyah Boston, who is a strong player near the basket, other players who can actually make shots, and players who can play defense. But even with all that talent, people are saying it's like watching a very fast, expensive car trying to drive backwards in traffic. It's not working like it should, and they're not winning games like they should be. Meanwhile, people are saying the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese's team, looks like they're being held together with things like duct tape and hope, meaning they don't have as much talent as the Fever and shouldn't be winning many games. But somehow, even with less talent and their own problems, the Sky are winning just as many games as the Fever. People are saying Angel Reese isn't scoring a lot, and her play isn't always great, but because nobody expected the Sky to be really good, being just okay and winning 2 games feels like they're doing better than expected, and it feels like a win for them. But the Fever, they were supposed to be a top team, and they're not winning like 1. They're winning the same number of games as a team that wasn't expected to be good. People are saying that if Angel Reese gets a certain number of rebounds and points, a double-double, her team often loses, like it happens almost every time. People are saying this happens so often, it's like it's planned. People are saying that even though Caitlyn is out, the real problem might be with the WNBA itself because they put all their hopes on one player, and now that she's hurt, the plan isn't working. They're saying that the fact that the Fever, with all their talent, only having 2 wins, the same as the Sky, shows that something isn't working right, and maybe it's a problem with the coaching or the way the team is playing together, not just because Clark is out for a short time. People are saying that Angel Reese laughing isn't just because she finds it funny that the Fever are losing. It's also part of how she acts to get attention and stay in the spotlight. People are saying it's a way for her to stay relevant and keep people talking about her. People are saying that even though her own team is doing just as badly as the team with the biggest star, Angel Reese is reportedly laughing because she sees that the team that was expected to be a top team because of Caitlyn Clark is winning just as much as her team, which wasn't expected to be a top team. People are saying it's like she's thinking, see, even without the big star, they're not that much better than us. People think this shows that maybe the Fever team isn't as good as people thought, or that the Sky team is doing better than expected, or maybe a mix of both. People are saying that this season is full of surprises and that you never know what's going to happen, which makes it interesting for some fans, but also makes the league look like it doesn't have a clear plan and is just messy. Angel Reese laughing through it all, even when her own team isn't playing great, might just show how strange and unpredictable this season is turning out to be.